Hey everybody, this is Dream, and today we have a 6-game NBA slate for you. Before I get started, can you guys smash that like and subscribe button? It really helps the channel a lot. We do have an interesting injury slate on this one so let's get into it here. For the Toronto Philly game, for the Philadelphia 76ers, Melton is questionable and Batum is out. For the Nets, Simmons is out, Walker is out, and Smith Jr. is out. For the Hawks, Johnson is out. For the Heat, Butler is out. For the Mavs, this is where it gets crazy. Doncic, Irving, Lively, and Exum and Green are all out. And Curry is questionable. For the Rockets, Eason is questionable. For the Suns, Nurkic and Beal are out. And Okiogi is questionable. For the Kings, Monk is questionable. For the Warriors, Podzinski is questionable and Green is out. And for the Wizards, Wright and Shamet are out. So that Mavs lineup and the Suns, as well as the Rockets having some guys out, definitely going to have some effect on the slate. So looking at the guys that we do like today, my core play is Tim Hardaway Jr. He's going to get all the usage he can handle. He has games like this occasionally where guys sit out and then he has monster games. This is this perfect situation for him. Going up against a team that doesn't play great defense either, so that gives him a lot of potential in this one. I really do like some other guys on Dallas as well, but it does carry some risk here as they do have so many dudes out and they could get blown out in this one. But let's get into the guys I like the most. So we'll look at Embiid here. Embiid has been on a tear. He's continuously getting over 65 fantasy points, and I look for him to continue that here against Toronto. This is a good matchup for him, and he has all sorts of potential in it. Obviously, the bigger risk here is sometimes that the Philly does actually blow teams out, but they are favored to win this game by 8 points. And so that does give him a lot of upside in this one. Looking at Joker, he's also in play against Brooklyn today. He's had a couple rough games in the last 15 or so, but two of those were due to the refs. Yes, the last game against Toronto, he dominated. I look for him to continue that here against Brooklyn. Brooklyn does have a tough center, but I don't think anybody can handle Joker, so I think Joker's got a great opportunity to have a giant game here. So he's a great option on the slate, though he's going to be interestingly difficult to roster as a result of the other options. Then we'll look at De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis for Sacramento. Now, Fox has been playing very good. He does have a lower floor than I typically like, but he has a really good ceiling, and he's still priced under 10K, so he's a great option on the slate, especially being a little bit of a smaller slate. Then we'll look at Sabonis for Sacramento. He's got a good matchup here, especially with Nurkic being out. He's going to look to dominate this game, and he has a lot of upside in this matchup as a result. This should be a faster scoring game as well. It is the second fastest on the slate, so I think that's a good opportunity for Sacramento to be a very solid team to get the top guys from, especially considering they're favored to win. Then we're going to look at Scotty Barnes here for Toronto. Now he has some good upside in this matchup. He's been playing very well lately. I kind of have not used him a lot, but I think his price coming down a couple $100 definitely helps roster him today. He definitely has a lower floor as he sometimes can get in the mid 20s, but he's been really good this season and he is a core point of their team, and they are gonna need him to have a big game to keep it close. So I think he's definitely in play on this one. And then we're going to look at the Dallas Mavericks, and we have several guys that we do like here. Derrick Jones Jr. for Dallas, obviously in play here. He should get all the minutes he can handle today, and he'll have an opportunity to have a big game. As a result, he does have a low floor, but he's played pretty well in situations where he's gotten a lot of minutes, and that should be the case today. I do worry this game gets lopsided as Houston's favored to win by 8, and this game does have the lowest total on the slate, but regardless of that, I think it's still going to be useful to roster some guys here as they don't appear to be that overpriced. Grant Williams also in play for Dallas, though he does carry that high risk, high reward as he does tend to get a lot of minutes sometimes and still doesn't do much. So he's definitely a contrarian option, but he's in play as a value option. And then sorry for Dallas also in play today. He should get more minutes today as a result of all the guys out. And in situations where he's gotten decent amount of minutes, he's managed to do well. So I think it's a good situation for him to do that. But he does carry some risk as his floor is very low. So with that said, guys, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. I know this is a short video, but there's really not a whole lot to do today. Hopefully I'll get some college basketball write-ups done. I'm not sure if I will, so do keep that in mind. You can check the YouTube notes for that. So thanks again, and have a nice day, guys.